Yes, I finally started my own YouTube channel and have started publish content. It only took around 16 years or something like that. I think that was around the time when the first video was ever published on YouTube. So do you also want to get started with YouTube but you don't really know where to begin? You might have all the fears that I had, or you have the excuse that most people have, you don't have enough time. Any other reasons? Let me know in the comments below and together we can crush them. And in this video I will display to you what helped me get started and finally pressing record and grow my channel. So for a very long time something inside of me has been growing, some kind of urge to create content, maybe YouTube content, or create some creativity inside me. And I've always been thinking about starting with YouTube for various reasons. I can't really explain why, but I've had a sort of feeling about this is fun, or this is something that will make me develop or grow as a person. So I'm not sure where it comes from or for what reason. I guess I just have some creative urge that needs to get out. Since I really suck at drawing, painting, playing music, singing, entertaining and all that, I guess creating videos, learning how to edit video could be the way to go for me to sort of get those urges released. I don't really spend much, if any, time on editing and cleaning up my videos yet, at least, as you probably have seen if you watched any of my videos. They're just raw, uncut footage, more or less. So I have this drive and lots of ideas to create and publish stuff on YouTube, but I still have, I think, but I've had two really big obstacles, like the fear of speaking to the camera. Still, I've forced myself to do that now, and I also have had, probably have still, the fear of other people's opinion, or FOPO, like some people call it. So many times I've just put YouTube aside and decided just to ignore it and let my fears control it, or control me, basically. Then finally, a few weeks ago, I actually Googled the phrase overcome fear of recording myself. And then I found that many people have the same issues as I have, which are stopping them from actually starting with YouTube. And if you look at this list here, I have listed 3 videos that I came across directly after Googling that phrase. And after watching these videos, there was a growing force inside of me telling me that you can actually do this. Just ignore your fears and work on overcoming them. So I really like the idea of practice, to actually get some experience of recording myself and forcing myself to publish those videos on some kind of platform. So actually just one day after watching these 3 videos, I started vlogging while driving around in my car and publish my videos. So that was really good practice for me. Do you have any similar fears that is stopping you from getting started and creating on YouTube? Let me know in the comments, and perhaps we can find a solution. Or you should watch these videos that I have listed here. I can really recommend them if you have similar feelings that is stopping you from getting started. So this series of videos that I'm recording right now is a case study I'm going to run about creating and growing a YouTube channel in 2021. So this particular video is about the preparations that I made before actually creating the channel and publishing the first video. I still think that getting started and publish and record and publish videos is the most important thing to get started with. But me personally, I like to have some kind of preparation in place before I fully start. So let's go through my preparations And if you like the video so far, consider liking it, since it really supposedly helps in the YouTube ranking. So, the first item on the list is killing my fears. Press record. So as I mentioned before, those videos that I watched got me into starting to vlog in my car. So I did that for a few days, just recording my thoughts and ideas, and I just uploaded to another YouTube account, just like a placeholder basically, but still people have watched some of the videos. So you see on the image here, it's my very first vlog video that I created, and it in itself is about overcoming my fear of recording myself. So that was the main focus of that video, and yeah, it really helped a lot to overcome those fears and get me started. Why do I want to create and run a YouTube channel? So when things get tough, I can go back and read these reasons and recharge my batteries and get back to creating, learning and improving stuff around my YouTube channel. So this is my personal list of the reasons why I'm doing YouTube right now. For me, it's a lot about the personal development. It's a challenge to be able to actually do this, and I've come a great length already by actually trying, creating, recording myself. But now I want to improve. I want to grow my audience and create a really nice YouTube around the topic I have selected. I also want to inspire my kids to be productive and not just consume media like video games and watching YouTube while not playing. I think it's good to have a balance between being productive and also consuming media. And of course, it's around having fun. So far, it's a lot of fun to record. Maybe not that fun, but at least I'm trying to have fun while recording. But then to edit, to create thumbnails, to upload, to see the results, that's a lot of fun for me. And of course, it would be really nice to add another revenue stream to my freedom machinery that I'm trying to build here online, in order to add some security to the family and opportunities for travel, or I don't know, some extra Christmas presents. And it's also fun for me to learn new things like the YouTube Studio app, how to understand and improve SEO, search optimization for YouTube. And I also get to learn streaming software and video editing. So those are skills that are bringing value to me as a person as well. And another reason is the connectivity with other people. Somewhere behind this lens there might be someday, hopefully, people watching. So I'm talking directly to an fictive audience right now. I have no idea if anybody will watch this, but by publishing, commenting other people's clips, we can build a community around the topic of my channel. So that's my whys around creating and running a YouTube challenge. What are yours? Please leave a comment. I'm very interested in understanding your side of the story. So I also find it quite important, based on other websites that I'm operating and based on the videos I've watched, that it's good to narrow down the topic or the niche for your YouTube channel. Maybe just in order to stay focused, to understand what you should be creating videos around, but I think it's also a good way to get subscribers more easily. Because if your channel doesn't communicate what it's about, why should anybody subscribe to it? So I think that niche channels get subscribers easier, since it's more clear why anybody would like to subscribe to it. So this list here that you're watching is my sort of checkpoint for creating my channel and finding the niche. For me it was a bit tricky, since I'm a bit of a generalist, not expert in anything. Then I realized that most of my spare time, a lot of it, goes into online entrepreneurship and how to make money online. And once I started thinking about it, it's kind of a passion of mine to create this freedom machinery that I was referring to earlier, like building online assets that sort of gives you money, and money is freedom, like that. So it's not about the money itself, it's about the idea of the freedom the money can bring to your family and yourself. So then I said, like, my niche will be around internet online entrepreneurship, affiliate marketing, SEO, and make money online. Something like that. So do you have a niche set out for yourself, or maybe already started one? Let me know. Would be nice to hear your thoughts around that. The other point that I think is important to before, or actually while you're on it as well, but before you get started, get inspiration. Like the 3 videos I mentioned in the beginning are really good to get started, to feel the energy that you can do this. Then it's also good, I think, to look around to find other channels active in your niche, to see what they're doing, what is working for them, how long time did it seem to take for them to get an audience growing, and yeah, just look around and get inspired to see what's possible in the niche you have selected. Maybe get some inspiration on topics about videos to create, and see what kind of topics gets views and stuff like that. And also it's inspiring for me to look at the success stories in the niche that I have selected, maybe even income reports, and how many comments, how many people are engaged and stuff like that. So yeah. And then while you're at it, or what I did at least, is that I took some of the channels and I started to analyze them. My colleagues, or soon to be colleagues, or competition, depending on. I would like to prefer to look at us as colleagues in this affiliate marketing, online making money, online niche area. We're all friends here. So I mean, how many videos have they published to reach a certain amount of subscribers? What topics are getting views? How many subscribers do they have? So what is possible? How long time did it take, if you look at the history of videos, to break through? Do they have any income reports? How much money? So I'm analyzing all this and then try to make my own version of, or angle of, this channel in this niche I've selected. So then I sort of wrote down an initial plan of how to get started. And all of the above is really good for keeping up the motivation, because it will help understand how long time it might take to get anywhere, to get any subscribers and views and view time. Also helps understand what content is good to create, what is not good to create, and how you should create it. Then I want to do it in my way, of course. I still want to be myself. Yeah, a bit boring, but better than pretend to be a cool influencer, which I'm definitely not. But hopefully I can focus on bringing good content, and later on maybe be a bit more active and have cool editing transitions and effects. So once that was completed, I did start thinking about my brand name, or the channel name. So the channel name will, once you get started and growing, that will be your sort of brand that you're communicating. So that's why I think it's important to spend some time to get this right as soon as possible. I mean, it's easy to change the name inside of YouTube, but since I want to keep my name, I'm not saying that I got a great name, but still it's a name, and so yeah, and I can stand for it. And so I recommend spending some time here. And for me, it sort of should reflect making money, as well as you need to have realistic approach to making money online and building affiliate websites or other assets that bring back money into your wallet. Also, for me, it was important that the .com domain was available for that name of the channel, because I still think that the .com domain is, yeah, it's a top domain still, and it's fairly good price on it, yearly fee. And I will reveal the selected brand name at the end of this clip, the name I chose for the channel. How about yourself? Do you have a name in mind for your own channel? Let me know in the comments, please. Or maybe you already have an established name. I would like to know that as well, of course. So the next step I took in my preparations was to secure the .com name and register it, and any social media accounts with the same name if I would like that. And for me, I only ended up creating, for now at least, a Twitter account. And I don't think maybe the social media accounts are that important to secure, because I think you can, in most social media, just enter your name, and even if somebody else has it, you can still have the same. So next up is buying all the gear and purchasing all the software that you need, or maybe not. Well, as far as I understand, the recommendation is not to buy anything. You should have a decent sound when you record your voice. Hopefully this is good enough. I can't do much about my accent. I'm a Swedish native speaking guy, so my English is a bit rusty. And I probably have an accent as well. The only thing I ended up buying was the license for a streaming software called XSplit, because I think it was straightforward to understand how to record screen and split screens and all that. And I'm also recording using my mobile phone, and it's built in webcam when I'm doing vlogs and other types of recordings. I might actually invest in a microphone, like a real microphone, if the audio it's not that great actually. Maybe it's just my voice, I don't know. So have you done any purchase of gear yourself? Or are you planning to buy any gear for getting started? Or even if you're have started, did you buy anything in particular? So next, once I actually started to press record and create stuff, I started with the most simple and boring, probably, kind of reports on my channel, just to sort of get started and have something of value and still something to talk about that is easy for me to talk about. So this brings us to the end of this recording, more or less, and I will reveal the name of my case study channel. So as you probably have already guessed, the channel for this case study is this channel in itself. The Income Grinders YouTube channel will be my case study, since it's just started and I have done the preparations, I have documented what I've done, and I will continue reporting my progress and my things that I'm doing and how it has developed. So that's all for this video, how to get started, and the first video of my case study of how to create a YouTube channel and grow it in 2021. And the next video will be a summary of my first month as a YouTuber, if I'm allowed to call myself that. Well, as soon as you publish your video on YouTube, I guess you are a YouTuber. I will do some retrospective about how the first month has developed for me, and some statistics, of course. And I hope that if you are interested in this kind of case study or in the kind of content that I'm providing on the channel around building assets online that can bring income to yourself on a sort of reliable, stable and recurring, reliable recurring way, I hope you will consider subscribing. But only subscribe if you're really interested in this. It's not like I'm asking for it, because that will sort of ruin the case study. And yeah, I hope you had an interesting perspective from my side on how to get started and how to prepare and get going with your first YouTube channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you hopefully in the next clip. Bye bye.